Hello.
Hola.
Hey, how are ya?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I think I finally got the hang of this.
Oh, yeah?
So now we are actually broadcasting so people can join in if they want to, and it's being hosted by Mintcoin.
Cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
I'll go ahead and post this link in a
Did
few
you have
places.
any particular agenda or?
I have a couple things that I do want to cover real quick, but I just want to wait for
Mhm.
Robo Guy to hop on too.
Oh, okay.
Um, just some technical things. Right now with the birthday celebration, birthday is also renewals for domain names.
Oh,
Um, yeah, which is awesome because I've actually now have full control over mintcoin.cc as well as the old forum.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm going
Wow.
to go ahead and do 301 redirects on those and then let them eventually die off next year, pay for another year, and then get them into the Mintcoin official site.
Right. Cool.
I like
I
the
see.
new Menti.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the those kind of they take a while to do, but when I get inspired and I do a sketch I like, it's like I just get in the zone and I have to finish it.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, I'd like to feature that in the next podcast.
Yeah, whatever you want to do with it. I mean, I can even break down the assets for you so you can reuse them for other things as well. Hey,
Okay.
Robo.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
doing okay?
So I was just telling Ursay that right now, with the names coming up for renewal, we have mintcoin.cc as well as the Mintcoin, mintcointalk.com, and we are going to redirect them into Mintcoin official. So next year we can kind of let those die off and convert everybody over.
Hmm, okay.
So how's the wallet doing? Did you get all the information I sent over?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at any of the new stuff, but I definitely got it. I can have email on my phone, but it's not easy to look at, so gotta wait till I'm
Absolutely.
home.
Ursay, have you had a chance to take a look at it? Or you don't have an Android, do you?
No, I want to get one just for this. I have a friend that was going to bring over an Android piece of hardware that he has. I don't think he really uses it, so I don't know if he was going to let me borrow it or what. But I mean, I can get a tablet at Best Buy for like $50, so I keep thinking about doing that too. But
Um,
that's low end, I'm sure.
yeah,
Yeah, might be a little painful on that low-end hardware.
Yeah, but it also might be a good test. I mean,
That's true.
I'll tell you what, it looks great on the $20 US cellular smartphone I got. So,
Hmm.
awesome.
And
um,
how long does it take to sync?
syncing has not been so bad.
Hmm,
Well, I mean, I have it connected to the Wi-Fi, but it's been taking me 6 to 8 hours.
hmm, okay.
So, and it says 7 days that it's syncing every time, but that's not bad.
Yeah.
Is that going to get longer as more people use it, or how does that work?
So I have to include a checkpoint file, and as long as I include that file, it will pick a time, I think at minimum of a week, but as long as there's a checkpoint, just before that time, then it will just sync that amount. If I don't keep doing the updates, new users will have to sync longer.
So that's you have to do that manually. You have to update that checkpoint file.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's only to make the, block sync much faster.
Right.
Now, is there any way that you can use the BitTorrent sync that we're using for the desktop wallet to make that a little bit more automated?
Um, I'm not for sure. I mean, so basically these checkpoints get distributed with the APK. So I don't know if there's a way to
Oh,
do it otherwise. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably not.
Okay. That's fair.
So the people downloading the wallet will, I mean, technically will be getting a new checkpoint file can based on what day they download it
So
or week.
so it also will download from when you create your wallet also. So like if you had a wallet backup that you made like a month ago, that forces it to sync from a month ago to make sure it gets all the transactions
Ah,
from the time that you created that wallet to the present time. But of course, a new user, it creates a new wallet. And of course, the creation time is now, and it goes back a little ways to just kind of make sure that it's secure. But I was trying to
right.
shorten that time as much as possible because I know that's pretty painful on a mobile.
So would it help if we had some kind of prompt in the wallet that asked, kind of recommended that they back up weekly?
Um, so I know there's some prompts in there about making sure you do backups.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, we can definitely look into other things. I mean,
Later on, but I mean,
yeah.
just so
I
we
mean,
don't
this
have
first
somebody.
one, the main thing is finding all these, like the issue or the exception that you got today that concerns me. So those are definitely high priority items.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just talking about later on down as far as speed goes.
Yeah.
No, with what I was talking about today, it seems like whenever I try to import a wallet is when I'm getting that error. Have you actually imported, or are you just doing restores when you are testing?
So I've done imports. So I've also, I can't remember, is this backup or is it, I guess it's a backup. Is it from the first wallet that I put out there?
It's originally from the first wallet that you put out there, but
Okay.
I've been
Yeah.
using it over and over again.
Yeah. So I may know exactly. The first one I put out there, I didn't change one of the parameters, and so it checks that parameter whenever it tries to load it.
Okay.
So I'll verify it by looking at your log. I can provide you a custom version that will still read that if you put a bunch of coins on it.
I didn't put too terribly much in there. I think it's like 20 cents worth, so.
Okay. So I mean, again, I was playing around with doing that on one of the ones that I created on that first one. Um, it's fairly easy to create that build. It's just it adds confusion if I get it out there too many people.
Absolutely. And then, are you comfortable with the legal disclaimer that I put out there?
I have not seen that.
Okay. One thing that I was just kind of protecting you as a developer, saying that you're not responsible for any lost or stolen coins.
Yeah, I guess I did see that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't looked. I thought this wallet already had some sort of legal disclaimer from the original author. I'll definitely take a closer look.
Okay. And then let's also check the desktop wallet and see if there's anything in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I know I've been putting it on the podcast
Yeah.
And be
because
happy you're not in New York State. Yay!
yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on over there now?
Well, they released the second version of the bit license, but it's still pretty heavily regulated. So I don't know, when the final date is that they're trying to come to, if they're trying to get more discussion or what. But and to be honest, I haven't even read the whole thing yet. But from what I've read, it's not, it's not appealing when you can go somewhere else and have little to no regulation.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
But
hopefully it's still general enough to where all the big names get involved. I guess the first round, everybody was worried about e-gift cards and all these other things were under the same umbrella, and so that of course got the big box stores all worried.
right.
They submitted their, arguments or whatever.
And they say that a token, is not necessarily a commodity or grouped in with this whole thing, and a token isn't on what makes it a token. Token is it's not on a particular exchange that goes to some other instrument of financial value. But those areas get really gray. So
Yeah, like airline miles and
yeah,
reward points at many different stores.
right. Um,
On that,
so
real
go
quick,
ahead. Go ahead.
on that same note, I know that eBay with Bitcoin in their TOS, they had said that it's okay to sell Bitcoin as long as it's on something physical, like that, they actually get delivered something that's physical. Is that kind of, I mean, do you think that something like that would work with the New York, with everything that's going on in New York, or?
Well, technically, I think you'd be considered a money transmitter, which requires a lot of licensing. But I guess you'd be safe as long as you, are under a certain dollar amount or you're not doing multiple transactions.
Okay. I was kind of thinking about, on that same line, just looking at, the legal aspect as far as getting some, maybe getting some, paper wallets on plastic cards that we could sell on eBay for like $20, and it comes, filled with mint coins, and that they can just swipe the wallet real quick.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for all these things. I'm still, depending on what happens, I still think about moving a lot. So, I don't want to be living here holding me back from the exciting things going on in crypto.
Yeah, as far as a charity is concerned, something to fight this would be a good charity.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I think that would go wrong is a lot of the corruption that happens through charities. So even if you're trying to do good and say, hey, we're making a transparent charity with crypto, then you're going to have some people that are, they're going to be upset no matter what, because it's like, oh, too much transparency, and then there'll be more expectations for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But who knows?
All right. So I guess as far as going back to the wallets and stuff and the releases, we're going to go ahead. Do you want to release I was thinking we would release the desktop wallet first.
Yeah, I think the changes will be pretty small. Basically, new checkpoints and that one QR code thing that you were talking about that one day.
Okay. All right, cool. And then when do you think that you're ready for me to start having that compiled?
So the desktop?
Yeah.
I may get to it tonight. I don't know. Within the next couple days, for sure.
Okay, got it. I'll start getting everybody on board then, because I have a few different people I reach out to.
Okay.
And
Is
then
one of those people max power?
yes, one is.
Great.
So, no, he's very helpful.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and reach out and try to get everybody on board from that perspective. And as far as the Android wallet, what are we looking at? Maybe next week?
So I definitely want to look at the log that you sent me, because if it's something more than just what I thought it was, it might take me a little while.
Okay.
But do you know? So obviously you're checking it out. There was one other person.
Malcolm.
Yeah. So is anybody else checking this out? I mean,
Right now, we're the only ones checking it out.
okay.
And that's, kind of internal. I think that, I mean, it's super smooth right now. Besides, like I said, when I tried importing that wallet, everything else has been fast, glitchless, and pretty awesome. The $100 that was pending, I just went and helped, and I reset it, and it came up fine.
Hmm.
So.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is, what I'll, inside the podcast, I'll open up testing to developers.
Yeah.
So it'll be a general, a general launch, but it'll be very specific to say this is for developers only. Make sure you back up, and inside the video, I can even do some screenshots and say, make sure that you're submitting any type of bugs to the developers so we can do a full release on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the only hesitation I have is just making sure that both, or you and Malcolm have, at least done send, receive, basic operations a few times, and I definitely went through it quite a bit this weekend just to make sure. But I mean,
The only thing I haven't tested yet, and I actually have a phone that I'm charging right now so I can test, is sending from one mobile app to another. But I have sent from my desktop back and forth, and I've also, gone from the exchanges back and forth using the QR codes.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just need to test from mobile to mobile, and which I don't even. I mean, could there even be a conflict that was in mobile to mobile, but not anywhere else? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure. And I run an emulator on my desktop, and I've done it to that tablet that I have, so it appears to work fine.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
I mean, again, I mean, there's always can be something someone finds that I didn't anticipate, but
Well, as long as we have a backups, we're fine, though.
yeah, correct. It's just, currently the infrastructure for those backups is just the wallet. So like the Bitcoin one, there's like tools and utilities to extract the keys and all that. Those don't currently exist for Mintcoin.
I was going to ask, as far as a paper wallet, I mean, do we have anything out there that builds out paper wallets?
There used to be. At one point I was looking just to see if they existed, and someone had a site, but I don't think it's maintained anymore. I don't know.
Okay, should I start? It sounds like I should probably start reaching out for that then.
Well, I mean, paper wallets for Mintcoin is kind of weird because, you don't mint if you have it on paper. Normal paper wallets.
Well, and let me ask you about that too, because I have had some people who have said that their wallets have been offline for extended periods of time, and then when they bring it back on, they're saying things. Well, I didn't lose any mints. Does it catch up on the mints when you pull it off of paper, or do you lose them?
So the instant you pull it off the paper, it will, stake. As long as you don't sweep. So keep in mind this Android wallet does a sweep, which is basically spending the coins to a different address. Now, if you import the private key, that doesn't actually spend the coins, and so they've already generated all this time, and so they'll instantly, get minted once they're online.
Okay, so you don't actually lose, you don't actually lose anything by putting something on a paper.
Correct. Yeah. But you don't get that continual, minting as you leave it online. I mean, like you would have to basically get that private key off that paper wallet, put it into the desktop wallet, let it run for a while, and then I guess delete it off the desktop wallet. I don't know, because once you put it on the desktop wallet, that kind of defeats the purpose of the paper wallet.
This is a good point. It's good to know the technology, so there we go.
Yeah, and on that note, the Android wallet, it's using those deterministic keys, meaning it's a list of, I think it's like 12 words or whatever, is the private key. And so it's a different kind of technology. Getting the private key that you can import it to the desktop is a bit more challenging. I mean, one night I kind of played around with the Bitcoin tools and didn't quite get them working to import or to pull out the private keys that you could put into the desktop wallet.
Okay.
So basically, these HD wallets, you have that key, then there's a deterministic set of private keys that go with that key. So technically, you could get it into the desktop wallet. It's just a bit challenging at this point.
Okay. And I guess once we release that, we should probably go through all of the sites and start preparing them for the Android launch by replacing any type of addresses with QR codes, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely. I mean, technically, you can do that from your desktop too. If you had a QR code reader. But yeah, definitely like having an Android wallet, it's easy to point the phone at the screen and donate or
Okay.
do whatever else you need to do.
Okay. So when we launch the desktop, I'll actually invite anybody who currently is accepting Mint to start generating those QR codes in anticipation of the Android wallet. And that'll give them something to do to prepare. Awesome. Okay.
So again, this wallet doesn't mint, so we generally don't want people to put tons of mint on there because they're not gonna get the rewards of minting, and of course it's a risk putting lots of money on there.
Now, as far as not getting the rewards of minting, if they were to, say, take their Android wallet and export the key, could they import the key into a desktop and get all of the minting rewards then?
So assuming I could figure out how to get that tool to export, normal private keys, not these deterministic HD keys, you can do that for the addresses that had the mint sent to them. But at this point, I've not even tried to do it, and we definitely shouldn't try to advertise that until we establish that we can do that.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking for my own. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think we may be able to do that. Like,
okay.
Basically, you would start with the Android, and once you send coins to it, you would have to extract the private key for the address that you sent it to, and then in theory, you could import that address into the desktop wallet.
Okay, cool. Ursi, do you have any more questions about the wallets?
Not really. You guys are killing me talking about this Android wallet. It makes me want to go buy a tablet tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really should do that because I haven't even really used Android, period. So
yeah,
things that other people normally wouldn't because they're,
I'm definitely more of a fan of Apple products. I have a couple Android devices from my kids, but
and well, Apple, they have Apple started becoming more lenient with Bitcoin apps, haven't they?
Not a little bit, but not much.
Okay. All right.
I guess Google was kind of hard on Mycelium the other day.
Yeah, I think I saw a little headline about that.
Yeah, they had to take out their donate page.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
That's odd considering how lenient it seems they normally are with everything else.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that, but I don't know.
I'm going to try submitting the Android app to Google Play. So that should be interesting. I'm curious to
Yeah,
see how that goes.
yeah. I believe the Bitcoin wallet still has a donation page, the one that this is forked off of. So I don't know. They may ignore it. They may say, "Hey, you need to remove." I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Um, did you guys read the information that I posted as far as guardianship program?
I have
I
not yet had a chance.
Okay. So basically, and let me know if you guys are interested. I know that kind of playing around with a Mintcoin guardianship that just kind of covers the technical costs of maintaining the Mintcoin community. And there was a poll that was sent out a while ago. I think we got a total of 27 responses, and I think it was like 63% of them. I can actually go ahead and pull up real quick for sake of it, but the larger portion of people who did respond to it say that they would be interested in supporting some type of guardianship to help out with Mintcoin as far as developing and maintaining the spaces and providing a great user experience. So with that said, what I kind of proposed is that we offer a Mintcoin guardianship sponsorship where businesses or organizations, they could go ahead and participate in this, donate a certain amount of Mint coins towards the Mint coin program per month, and would be very transparent as far as where it goes, hosting, bounties, any type of paid marketing or development, management, just kind of gets used to carry the coin in the community. And in exchange, what we could do is we could offer them a branded wallet. So, for instance, Malcolm actually owns Coupon Me Up, which they have a tipping referral program where they pay out in coins. So we could offer them him a branded wallet, which people could download from his website, and it would have his branding on it, and they could, he could intertwine that with his business, and that would be kind of the reward for keeping the Mintcoin core going. From a private, if there's private sponsorships, we have like a level once again, and if they hit that level, we can, say, okay, we'll let you pick the next campaign that we're pursuing, and we can offer, as long as it's legit and it passes a test saying that, okay, this is a real company, or maybe give them choices, and then create a branded wallet just for that campaign, which they can use to promote to, help, earn money for their charity.
Right.
That's a lot. I'm sorry.
No worries.
And I
Yeah.
will go ahead and post a link up so you guys can read it too.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out.
That's right here. Any thoughts on it?
There's a lot to think about, I mean, from, what businesses would be involved and, how easy coins talk when, if somebody wants to donate a whole bunch of money, but they're not the most ethical, then, how does that work? And, I don't know. There's just some different things to think about, but I'll definitely read, check out what you post and think more about it.
Okay. And if you think of anything else that we can, as far as tightening up, it's just kind of an initial thought, feel free to throw that in there too. I would like to get something out, for people to, choose to participate into if they want to kind of help. And it's just really a matter of, offering something in exchange that they're happy with, and, we can deliver on.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of how it feeds on itself, you know. I mean, if someone can promote their business alongside Mintcoin, um, then they have incentive to promote Mintcoin, then it's it's hopefully a good thing for us, as long as they're um, like I said, ethical. Uh, I only say that because, I mean, normally, in real life, I wouldn't really say that, but in the crypto space, obviously, you guys understand what's going on and how everything is a scam, and we don't want to be that, and those sorts of ideas.
What if we were to have some type of pre-qualification or background check that they would have to meet in order for, to gain the wallet, even if it's just, referrals, or I don't know. Think about that too, as far as how we can
Yeah.
weed through that through the process.
But then also we have to think about, man hours for, a custom wallet, and what's that, the time that takes away from everything else, and what that would cost, potential cost out of whatever the donation is.
We would definitely have to bake that into the minimum.
Right.
As far as the wallets go, I mean, RoboGuy, if we were to just swap out, what if we were to just swap out that image that loads
Mhm.
when you first open up the wallet? What kind of
Yeah.
time are you talking about for that?
I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, remember we also added the style sheet that could be modified, so you can definitely play around with lots of colors of the wallet. Uh, the images, of course, have to be swapped out manually, and at one point we were considering making that like another custom command line configuration that you could swap out images.
Yeah. No, I know I'm definitely I'm still, you can see I'm still kind of going on that, just trying to figure out how we can integrate that, because I think it would be extremely valuable, for us, and for the coin and the wallet and just the overall usage of it.
Definitely.
Yep.
I had a few things that I wanted to talk about,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
if you're cool with that.
Absolutely.
So I noticed you mentioned on the roadmap that you wanted to, go into retail more, or consumer transactions. Trying to market Mintcoin to that area. And while in some ways I agree with you, I've gotten some information recently. There is a BitPay employee that I know fairly well that he either quit or got laid off or something. But BitPay is laying off a bunch of people, and this employee is a little bitter, and he says that out of all of the hundreds or thousands of people they've signed up, or however many it is, most of them are pretty upset because they spend a lot of time building up this infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So they only have, just a handful of businesses that are happy, that are actually, turning over crypto for, product or whatever. And then I got an article today from some friends when we had that discussion through email, and it's more gets into the nitty-gritty of why that is going to continue for the near future, where we won't really see it used in retail type transactions for a while. So I can post it up on Trello or whatever.
Okay.
And believe me, I as much as I'd like it to be otherwise, you know, I do kind of agree, that I've seen that it's just not working the way people want it to, and it's not, it's not developing in accordance to a lot of people's expectations. So I don't know if it would be the best usage of time going forward. I mean, obviously at some point it will be
Yeah.
important, but I'm just not sure if anytime that's going to happen in the near future.
No, and I that's why I don't know. I push it off to the fourth quarter. As
Yeah,
far as even taking a look at it, just because I think Mintcoin's too not mature enough at this point.
right,
It's interesting that BitPay, that I guess I can understand why, though, because it's not really something that, everybody has yet. I was kind of looking at it more so from, kind of going back to the whole coupon or rewards type system than an actual
right,
currency for buying something. I think buying something for like a sticker or something like that is, something that could easily be integrated. But I mean, like overall, I mean, when you look at like major purchases or anything, I'm not really shooting for there yet.
right.
I'm thinking more so just kind of. Are you familiar with the affiliate realm?
Yeah, somewhat. And we've had a lot of discussions about developing things within Florin Coin in that area.
Okay. Well, like back in the day, I actually started in this everything and working with affiliates, building out affiliate Viagra sites. Believe it or not. I actually hit number 3 once. I was like, woohoo! That was big
Wow,
money. Yeah, it was insane, especially with the competition. But
wow.
um, when you look at those types of things, they have like these, big sites. CJ.com. I don't know if you've heard of them. There was another one that was BNet, where these affiliates sign up and they have all of these different companies that they can promote, kind of like AdSense. And they promote it and they go ahead and they get paid for it. I'm thinking more along the lines for a business to be able to implement kind of an affiliate type relationship, except for exchanging, instead of exchanging money, working more so kind of tips, for referrals or for clicks or anything else. But using that as a cryptocurrency, and I think cryptocurrency is ready for that at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but
Yeah, I would definitely agree more so with that. Um, but this is also kind of, there was something else I wanted to talk about that I may have talked about a bit in the past, but there is a game called, I think, Sabu Toby.
mm-hmm.
I think it's on iOS and Android now, but it's the crappiest game. It's like a monkey swinging on a vine and with horrible graphics, and it's horrible. But when you play it, it gives you bitcoins. And I don't know exactly how they got around the iOS terms, but they did. And it's pretty cool just because it pays you bitcoins, real bitcoins. So this, on a side note of that, there's this Flappy coin that I'm somewhat involved with, and the guy that's trying to take it over now seems pretty legit. I mean, he's given me his phone number, and I think he's Texas-based, and he has this GeoFlap application he wants to develop, which is a similar kind of video gamey thing, but gives you Flappy coins when you complete a goal. And I just keep thinking about, that would be the next step beyond the Android wall, is some sort of dumb Mintcoin game or something interactive that people could become involved with, but it perhaps pays in mint coins, or it gives people incentive to use the application. I guess you're encouraging people to burn energy, but but perhaps there's maybe I'll keep thinking about that. Maybe there's a way we can have them be doing something positive for the world by playing a horrible game. That spiraled out of control. Oops. Okay, so the next thing. Got you that moon graphic. I hope that's okay that I put the Doge and the Flappy in there.
I thought that was great. That was awesome.
Okay. I feel like we can have little crossover discussions with their communities, and always bring new people in with stupid stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
The stickers are gonna go out soon. There's 6 different designs. Go ahead.
With the stickers, so how are we going to do that? We had talked before about different ways that we can use them. What were you thinking?
I mean, I'm open to whatever you'd want to do. If you want it to be some sort of exclusive thing for whatever project, that's fine. Otherwise I would just end up, putting them up on eBay or Crypto Thrift, or maybe we can do both of those. But I think you've mentioned before some sort of exclusive giveaway or something, and I do like that idea.
Not necessarily exclusive. All I was saying is I'd like to purchase a chunk of them, or have a chunk of them reserved, so that this way we can do, giveaways on on the social networks. I think it's a great idea to try to sell them as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can give you a, really cheap price at my cost. And like I said, the guy that is doing this particular job, he's really cheap. It's one color, so and I'm hand cutting them. But it's a product that I've manufactured before with a whole bunch of other imagery, and people really like it. They like the size. And he's going to do a color mixture with 2 different greens, and not clean the screen, so we'll get some interesting color mixtures in some of them. That should be cool.
Very cool. So can I put this on the back of my car?
Yeah, they should be. They'll be vinyl, so. Okay. Yeah, they're not the best quality vinyl. It doesn't have like another vinyl piece over it and everything, so it won't last forever like some of them will, but for the price they're really great.
Okay. I want a big Mintcoin on the back of my car. So I can say, yeah, that's what's going on.
The art creatives, you had mentioned uploading the art creatives, and I guess that's changing because the message board is changing now, right?
No, that is correct. What I'm doing is on Mintcoin Official, and you have admin rights to the back end.
Right.
So if you can go ahead and just upload to the media, and then inside Community Support Discussion Forum, there is it's called Community Creatives, and I'm going to go ahead and paste this link in here for you real quick. Right here. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to start releasing medias through there, and then using it, inside the podcast. But then this way, if anybody wants to use it in the future, we have that nice, hosted collection of different pieces of artwork that people can share with their friends.
Definitely. The only thing I was asking about was if I post on here, is it editable after I post?
Yeah, you just upload a new version.
But then I'm not making another thread or whatever?
No, I don't.
I haven't tried it. I just didn't want to like
Okay.
spam up the boards like before with my
Yeah,
first
no,
post.
I can. It's very easy to delete the last post and then just add another one if you want to make a different version. Okay, so like right now I'm clicking on Mintcoin Official. Yep, you can click on Edit and you can change out the link with the new version.
Oh, okay, cool. And that doesn't mean you're going to delete any of the replies or anything.
Nope, you have, so you can edit it.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So I will do that. But
Okay.
oh, the other thing was the the images aren't being uploaded to the message board. It's actually retrieving them from a third party. So we had some discussion going about where that should be located, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. These right here, the images will be hosted off of my server.
Yeah, but when I try to embed an image, it says enter the URL of the image.
Oh, that's why you have to go into the admin. You go into the admin area of
Ah,
WordPress,
okay.
and then you click on media, and then you click on add new. You upload the media onto the server, and then when you upload the media onto the server, you just
Ah,
copy
I
the
see.
link. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to play with that more.
If you want to, I can show you some real quick instructions. But yeah, this way we have everything hosted on our server. We don't have any third parties, and it's always there, and it's getting backed up and stuff too.
Okay, cool. I think that was all I had. Creatives. Yeah, that's all that I can think of.
Okay. Anything else from you, Robot Guy?
Nope, I've got. Oh, well, I did look at your trace, and it is exactly what I thought it was.
Okay.
So, do you want a version of the wallet that will work with that
Um.
file, or
No, don't. You're fine.
throw
Well.
it away, or
You know what? No, don't worry about it. That's. Don't worry about that. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll send all the coins to a different wallet, completely wipe it, and then I'll start with a new address.
okay? Do you? So it's actually active on some. The restore was on another device, or
No, I've been submitting my backups to Google Docs.
okay. So I guess I'm wondering how you're going to send coins off there if it's not going to restore the backup.
Oh, good point. You know what? I'm not even worried about that one. I think I have 100 coins on that. Ignore me.
Okay. Again, I mean, I could send you a wallet that would read that.
No, no, don't. It's 100 coins. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So I'm super excited. And then as far as do you have any other the legal? When do you think you can update the legal?
Yeah. Let me look at that. I may get that tonight. I'm going to work on the desktop wallet first. Try to get that off. My legal wallet.
Okay.
I have a list.
That's a fair response. All right. Well, go ahead and let me know when you're ready, and I'm gonna hold off on the podcast until you give me the thumbs up, and we'll kind of release everything with the podcast.
Okay.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thanks.
Sorry, real quick.
Oh,
I know you showed me this one time, but I forgot. How do I log into the site? What's the actual URL?
oh, it is.
You sent it to me in email, didn't you?
You know what? I
Uh,
never gave you the Mintcoin official, just because I wasn't thinking. Here we go.
well, I know I was logged into it at one point in time.
So I just posted it up there for you.
Oh, cool. Ah,
So check your email for the username and password. Same one should work.
okay, great.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Awesome, guys. Talk to you later.
Take care,
Okay.
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.